Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, Socially Awkward, where the longer you stick around, the more you will see why I named it that. So, in the spirit of making things for people that are not myself, I really am embracing this whole not being a selfish sewist in 2026. So we're gonna keep that going. I'm gonna make McCall's M7999. You guys know that this is one of my favorite dress patterns. This is what the pattern envelope looks like. I'm actually wearing it right now. I'm wearing view C, which is the maxi length version with the turtleneck. And so I'm gonna make this for my bestie. Bestie, if you're watching this, this is for you. I'm gonna make view A for her. And I have this techno knit fabric that I got from Fabric Mart. And it's pink, and her favorite color is also pink, just like me. And so I got this fabric. I had it in my stash. Originally, I was gonna make like a jacket or something with it, but I decided that I'd rather make a dress for her. And it has like this texture to it. So again, it's a techno knit. I've never sewn with techno knit before, but we're gonna give it a try. And then show you guys the line drawings as well, in case you're interested in that. So again, we're gonna be making view A. I'm not modifying this pattern like how I would for myself. I think that she also has long arms similar to me, but since I'm making the quarter length sleeve view, I'm not gonna extend the length of those, and she's shorter than me, so I don't think I have to adjust the length. And then this view does not have a split, so we're just gonna sew all the way down. But I think because this is a knit, I'm gonna primarily use my serger for everything. Um, to be honest with you guys, it's kind of because I don't feel like rethreading my sewing machine. But I think that I'm just going to use my serger. I don't have thread that matches this fabric perfectly. I just have it threaded white right now, and I think white is going to be fine. Shout out to you guys who spend the extra money to match your serger thread. That just is not in my budget. Maybe one day it will be in my budget, hopefully. But we're going to just serge this dress, and I kind of want to challenge myself and see if I can get this done within an hour to an hour and a half so I can kind of chill. But we'll see. You guys know that I take my time. So if I get this done in an hour, I'll be surprised. But I kind of want to challenge myself. So just going to take you guys along with me on the journey. This is not going to be like a sew along. It's kind of like a sew with me type of situation. I'm not going to be going step by step. I've made this pattern so many times, so I'm probably not even going to look at the instructions, to be honest with you. It's super easy, and the pattern is rated as easy. So like if you're a beginner, I couldn't recommend this pattern more. If you don't have it in your stash, it's definitely a pattern that you want to have. You can dress it up or dress it down depending on the type of fabric that you choose. So this one is a good one. But enough of the rambling. Let's get to work. I'm gonna go ahead and power on my serger and then start pinning my pieces together. Okay, you guys, I lied. I am gonna use my sewing machine because I would like to keep a continuous seam allowance for this dress. Even though it's a knit and it's gonna stretch, I wanna at least follow like the correct fit that the pattern calls for, which I realized I didn't mention, but I'm making the size medium for her. And I pulled this color thread out of my stash. I don't have a thread that's like the same shade as this, so it's gonna look light, but I think that that's okay because I'm still gonna serge to clean up the raw edges, and I think that that will pair, pretty nice for the most part. Plus, I already have two bobbins wound up with this color, so that is gonna cut down on time. And so I'm gonna go ahead and rethread my machine. I'm gonna change my needle to a jersey needle since this is a stretchy fabric. I have both of my shoulder seams clipped together so that I can stitch those down. After I do that, I'm gonna open this out, and then I'm gonna do the flat sleeve method and attach my sleeves as well. Also, really quick, I just took my needle out and I'm getting ready to put the new Jersey needle in. And I thought that I would share this little hack that I do, or not really a hack, but I keep my old medicine containers and I just put like all my used needles in there. That way I'm not throwing them away directly into the trash can or like having to wrap them up. So I keep them in here. Then once this fills up, I just throw this entire thing away. So just a little tip. I've started to clip my sleeves onto the bodice, and this fabric is kind of like slippery. I'm kind of struggling a little bit. I'm able to do it, but I didn't expect to kind of like struggle to fit this sleeve in here. And again, this is my first time working with this type of knit, so maybe that's why it's kind of like smooth and slippery. But I don't know, just thought I would share that with you guys in case you decide that you want to get this fabric. Again, it's a techno knit. So yeah, but trying to fit this on here and it's like slipping and sliding, and I'm like, okay, I'm kind of struggling a little bit. I wonder if it's because I gave myself that 1 hour window of like, to get this done, and now everything is like happening to me. But as you can see, I've sewn and serged the shoulders and I'm just getting ready to attach the sleeves. All right, I got both of my sleeves on. It was kind of difficult, but that's not the pattern, that's the fabric choice that I chose. This is still a really easy pattern, but just to show you guys how we're looking so far. So that's the back. And then the front, I really like that this fabric is textured. It like gives it something extra, you know? So, and then that is the front. So now I'm getting ready to go ahead and prep my neckband or turtleneck and then attach it to the neckline. All right, you guys, here is where we are so far. I have my neckband on, or my turtleneck on. I serged the raw edge of that, and then I have my side seams clipped together. So I started at 3:38, so we're past the 1 hour mark. It's almost 5:15, so we're past the whole challenge. Also, my mom called me in the middle of me sewing, and I'm not gonna not answer my mom when she calls. So honestly, the challenge ended whenever I answered the phone for my mom, which was like 45 minutes or so ago, because we talked for a little bit. But I have these pinned together, and then I'm gonna take a quick little break. It's dinner time now, so I'm gonna go eat dinner and then come back and then finish up. So again, I just have my sides clipped, and then after that, all that will be left is to do the hems for the sleeves and then for the bottom. All right, you guys, I have pretty much finished everything. I turned up, well, first of all, I serged the raw edge. This is one of the sleeves. Serged the raw edge, and then I turned it up 1.25 inches, and then I just stitched all the way around. Did that on both sides, and then I did the same for the bottom hem. I just realized that I didn't mention, but even though this is a stretchy fabric, I still didn't sew with the lightning stitch or a zigzag stitch. I just lengthened my stitch length to a 3.5, and then when I did my hems, I just lengthened that to a 4.0. And that's generally what I do whenever I'm sewing with knits. It's just for some reason, and I wonder if a walking foot would fix this. When I'm sewing with knits and I do a zigzag stitch, it automatically makes the fabric like, not pucker, but like get wavy. And that's not the look that I'm going for. And I wonder, I guess a walking foot may help with that. But anyway, this is where we are. So it's inside out right now. I'm getting ready to put in one of my labels. It just says Ebony made this. So that will be the last step. And then when I come back, I'll probably just have this on the dress form so that you guys can see the final reveal. All right, you guys, well, that is going to do it for this video. I hope that you had a good time, and let me know what you think of this dress. I really hope that it fits over her head. I kind of didn't really think about that. The fabric does have really good stretch, and I did pay attention to the knit gauge or whatever it's called on the back of the pattern that tells you, or that lets you test out to see if your fabric is stretchy enough. And it was, but I don't know. I mean, also I'm sewing something that's for not myself, and so it just looks small to me, but she's not the same size as me. So that could be what it is. Overall, you guys know I love this pattern, so I will absolutely be sewing this again and again and again. I'm literally wearing it right now. As far as the fabric, so this was my first time working with this type of knit, the techno knit, and it was a little tricky. In the beginning, I told you guys that it was slippery. It was slippery, and it certain parts of it I had to be careful because my nails started to like get caught within the weave of the fabric. So it runs easily, I guess is what that would be considered. So if you do decide to work with this fabric, just keep that in mind. Just take your time and kind of handle it delicately. But yeah, hope that you guys enjoyed. And if you're not subscribed already, make sure that you do that. I would really appreciate it. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this dress, and I will catch you guys in my next upload.